Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. I am making this Christmas card today using the Christmas banners and the banner dies bundle. So I've used the banner stamp, I've used the Merry Christmas, I've used the little leaves, and I've used the fern fronds. The colors I've used are Blushing Bride and Old Olive. And you can't see it really in the background, but I've used one of the stitched rectangle dies to create a diamond in the background as the base for my decoration. The paper that I've used is the Happy Forest Friends Designer Series paper, and it's really gorgeous. This was my whole jumping off point for this card, was the little berries in the Blushing Bride. So Blushing Bride card base, 5 1/4 by 4 in the Designer Series paper. I have already stamped and die cut out the pieces. I've done 10 of these little fronds because I want to make sure I've got a really full card. I've done 3 in the pink and the Blushing Bride. I've got my greeting, the banner stamped in the Blushing Bride, and then the Merry Christmas in the Old Olive. And I've got my largest of the Stylish Shapes dies. Sorry, I think I said stitched rectangle before. It's one of the Stylish Shapes. And so I'm just going to move my dies out of the way, move my ink pads or stamps out of the way, pop my ink pads up there, and I'll just pop that there for reference. So really at this point I just need to assemble, and I'm going to flat mount this piece onto the card base, and then I can start building my card front. And it's really however you want to put it together. I'm just trying to decide here because I've got an acorn at the top that's upside down and an acorn at the bottom that's upside down. So just going to lay that down like that. And then I'm flat mounting this as well. So just a couple of lines of adhesive on the back. And then we just need to line it up so that it's in the middle and that it's straight. I'm just going to lift it up a little bit higher, I think. Oh, it's stuck down really quickly there. Okay, I'm just going to carefully peel that up and move it up just that little tiny bit. So there we go. And then I'm going to dimensionalize the Merry Christmas. That's where I'm going to start, is putting the banner down and just adding the dimensionals to it. And all of the Blushing Bride pieces are dimensionalized, but only half of the fern pieces are dimensionalized. Some are flat, some are lifted up a little bit, just to add some depth. So we're going to pop this down in the middle like this. Just like that. There we go. And I'm going to put dimensionals on my fern piece, or on my flowers. I'm going to use the small ones, and I'm going to put a couple of them on. This will help it be stable, but it'll also give me enough room to fit other things underneath. Sometimes if you've got a large dimensional underneath, you can't really kind of stick anything underneath it, and I want to layer this. So we'll do this, and then I'm just going to place these in just to see how they look. I'm going to pop that one like that, and then this one, I think I'll do this one this way because I did it the other way on that one, so I'm going to do that, and then I can just see how these will fit in around the card. So actually I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to just go ahead and put these down. And then basically it's putting in, oh, I need to put that in just a little bit further because it's over the edge of the card. There we go. It's just fitting everything in and deciding which piece is going to be dimensionalized and which piece is going to lay flat. I am overlapping the banner piece underneath just a little bit, again, just to give that little bit of depth to it. So there we go. And I've already got these ones in here. So I'm going to flat mount one and dimensionalize the other. So I'm just going to pop that in like that. And then take one of these, and I'm going to use my large dimensionals on this because there is room for it. And again, the large dimensional is going to make it a little bit more stable. So I'm just going to feed that in like that and fill up that space. So again, flat mount one, kind of working in sections here. Flat mount that, and then dimensionalize the next one. And you just keep going around and building it up how you would like it to be. And you can layer up. Just, I'm filling in space is essentially what I'm doing here. So keeping an eye on how many pieces I've got left and where I need to go. I'm just going to pop that one underneath like that, and then dimensionalize this one. So it looks like I'm only going to use 9 on this one, I think. That's how it's going to end up being. So I'm going to pop that like that. Just making it really full, really lots of depth, but because it's dimensionals, it won't be too big for the envelope. So let's just add this last one in here and pop it around, making sure that I've cleared the edge of the card, and I have. So there we have the card basically built. A lot of the greenery kind of blends into the paper in the background, but because we've used the dimensionals, there's enough lift in there. What I did too is I added some elegant faceted gems, just the smaller size in the champagne type color. Just added them in wherever there's a little bit of the diamond from underneath or the square on point from underneath. Just adding those in just to draw a bit of attention. Let's put 3 on. You can put as many as you want on. And there we go. So there is our Merry Christmas card using the Happy Forest Friends Designer Series paper and the Christmas Banners bundle. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.